Hello, hello, my friends. It's Anita Kaiser from Anita Kaiser Wellness. I'm a coach who works with empaths and highly sensitive entrepreneurs. I help them create business success through emotional wellness. And I was just on a call with someone, and we were talking about my personal story and sharing a bit more of my personal story. And of course, I have a big reason for why I do the work I do, why I am supporting empaths in business. And, there are lots of different facets of that. But I realized in that conversation that I definitely don't share enough of my personal story with you. And part of that, of course, is because it's uncomfortable to be vulnerable. And in this forum, there isn't always feedback, and lots of people watch and don't comment. And so sometimes that can feel quite disconcerting and uncomfortable, for lack of better terminology. But I wanted to share a little bit with you today about my personal experience with burnout and how that went down for me, and sort of some of the warning signs that came up in my life and that I didn't pay attention to. So I'll just tell you, it's been about 8 or 9 years since I went through burnout. But when I hit burnout, it took me a year to recover from it. So there were a bunch of things happening in my life during that time. And part of it was we were running a retail store. We were, preparing to sell it. We were preparing to move. And then when we moved, we didn't get our house right away. And so we had to be, flexible. And on the one hand, it was lovely. We spent our summer in a variety of different cottages. But on the other hand, I was quite exhausted from coming off the store and all the things that we had done, over the years with the store, and then to get organized for a move, from one city to another. So I didn't realize that it was burnout until I began to notice when we got into this home that I didn't have energy for anything, that walking my daughter to school and getting into the forest to walk the dog was all I could do, basically. So, sorry, let me just turn that notification off there. So, um, you know, it was like a year of spending time in the forest, and I remember being so grateful that I had that flexibility, that we had a financial cushion at that time, that I was able to give myself space to heal. But I'll tell you, knowing now what I know, I wish I had listened to the signs coming up to that, because I would have rather not needed to take a year to heal, right? That certainly financially wasn't the best move. But it is what it is. So I think it's important, as someone who's quite high energy, I was starting to notice that I wasn't feeling as good all the time, that I was really tired and I was short tempered. And so those were really strong pieces of my burnout journey. And so I just wanted to share that with you, that if you're noticing that, you don't want to do the work that you originally thought was going to be amazing, if you find that you're exhausted all the time and you can't write the blog posts or be consistent on social media, or even really find the space to see clients if you're at that point in your business. I invite you to really notice what is happening inside and get the support you need so that you don't have to take a year off to try and refill your coffers, right? So that you can build a business in a way that feels sustainable to you. And this is the work I do with my clients so that they don't wind up hitting that brick wall and needing a year of no work, right? It's much better to find that manageable pace so that if life comes at you with something that requires a large burst of energy, you have that energy to put out and you can recover quickly rather than getting stuck and being so depleted and beat down that you have nothing more to give. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, and just really invite you to think about and consider. You know, it's not easy reaching out to get help, and getting that support makes such a huge difference. And I know when you know, I spent a lot of time in the forest with the dog, and that really helped me to ground and, you know, rebuild my energy stores. But had I like realized what was going on and gotten the support, it would have just been much better. And so now, as I do this coaching and as I step more and more into the entrepreneurial role and the leadership journey like this, I'm very aware of when I need a break. And sometimes that means no social media. Sometimes it means not touching the computer. Sometimes it means extra days off. Sometimes it means blocking my calendar so I'm not seeing clients. But I really honor that, and I create time for myself to do my yoga practice every day, to do my tapping every day, to be with me, to ensure that my nervous system, my body, my mind has what it needs to hold the space for my clients. All right, so I feel like maybe I dipped and turned a little bit there, but hopefully you found this helpful. And I'd love to hear what your experience has been. Have you encountered burnout? Are you afraid of burnout? Do you have an idea of what it feels like? I'd love to know what you think. All right. And of course, if you're interested in working together, reach out. I'd love to connect and see if we're a good fit. Have a beautiful day, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Bye bye.